So Nolly and I just got back to our spot. It's September 2nd. I just hunted the first week with one of my dad's friends, and now I'm going to be going solo for the next couple weeks. Had some cows in range during that first week, but just didn't want to take a cow and couldn't get a bull. Had one spike bull at 60 through the woods and didn't have a shot, didn't really want to take it. Hopefully we get a good one. Stay tuned. We'll see what happens. Well, it's actually September 4th now. I had the string break on my drop away rest, so I had to go get it fixed and get a whisker biscuit put on actually. So taking it throwback bow now. The morning went pretty well, heard some bugles, didn't get in close on anything though. It looks promising. There's a lot of people around right now, but that might just be because it's the Labor Day weekend, and hopefully it clears out. If not, we got other places we can try. I just feel like if I get out early in the morning before everyone else does, I can get to areas where they're not at and where they've pushed the deer or the elk to. So yeah, I can feel it coming. Well, yesterday ended up being kind of a bust. Didn't hear much bugling and didn't see a whole lot of sign compared to when I come in and scouted it before the season. Today I decided to go way back in there because there's been so many people moving through the areas close to the road. I figured the elk had been pushed back a little bit. And I was walking up a ridge around 8 a.m. and heard one bugle, and I moved up a bit and bugled, and he didn't respond. I moved up again, I'm bugled, he responds. I start cutting the distance. He's just basically straight side hill from me. Cut it down to about 100. I bugle and start just raking a tree, and he starts going nuts. We're bugling back and forth, and he's coming in. He probably got to the 80 yards, and I could hear how close he was, and just hung up. And then I tried to move in closer, and when I was moving in closer, he busted out of there. I looked up the hill, and there was about a 5x5, maybe 60 or 70 yards up behind some brush. And I tried to bugle at him, and I really wish I would have just cow called or moved in slowly because he wasn't quite as spooked, but he also wasn't going to be aggressive and move in. And learning experience. Awesome to get in there that close though, and things are looking good. Just keep moving in back farther. September 6th. I had a spike bull at 45 this morning. I said, I think I can do better, and I got in this herd this afternoon. I actually had a bull at like 10 yards, a 5x5 through the branches. Couldn't get a shot, and he starts to take off. And I step out into the path. I give him a couple just calf mews, and he stops. He hesitates. I shoot. I thought I hit him really well. I hit him halfway up, and I must have hit him too far forward because there's no blood. Can't find the arrow. I was hoping that maybe it was the arrow was lodged in deep enough and there wasn't blood, because I've had bad blood trails before, but I just can't find the arrow anywhere. I can't find blood anywhere. I can't find the pole anywhere. Yeah, so take the afternoon off and rest up.
On the walk out that day, I wasn't really paying attention. I walked up on another bull and actually got a shot on him. He'd been raking a tree and hit him underneath, clipped him, and he bled quite a bit, but ended up, blood trail went dry and lost that bull too. Normally I would have returned to where I'd shot that first one, but I'd been focused on the second one the next day.
There's an elk over there. Kind of cool to see a moose. I think they're kind of dangerous though. I'm gonna get out of here. September 8th. Had a bull at 45 this morning and couldn't get a shot. There's too much cover. So, So I'm kind of sitting right out here today. Just gonna glass the ridge, see if they're coming out there in the evening. There's some wallows down below, but they're not being hit real hard. Haven't found a whole lot of good wallows. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's coming.
On the 9th, muzzleloader season started. A bunch of people moved in, and those elk that had been tough to find before became even tougher, and the only bugles I was hearing were coming from other people. It also rained for 5 days straight and hailed on one day. So it was becoming super tempting to switch locations.
Well, the season's over in a sort of a strange way. I went back to the area where I had shot that bull, and I smelled something, and I immediately thought that bull probably died and started rotting, and ended up tracking him down and finding him. So the meat's completely spoiled. I'm gonna take the head and try to get a European mount. But honestly, it feels pretty good to get an elk. Yeah, I came within 60 yards of him when I was looking. I don't know why he didn't bleed more. I thought he ran more downhill. He only ran slightly downhill. He only made it about 130 yards and went down. It was a good shot. There was a small hole where the arrow went in, and never did find the arrow. So that's the bull. I'll put some better photos on when I get him European mounted. Thanks a lot, guys. Well, guys, it feels good to get my first elk. A really weird way to do it. Kind of a mix of emotions, but thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for whitetail.